Hello and welcome to another review of a film that I've seen on Mubi. This time I'm reviewing Hit the Road, directed by Panah Panahi. So this is a film that unfolds very slowly and I didn't immediately engage with it. It took me a little while. It's based around a family, a mother and a father and two brothers, and the younger brother is quite a precocious, cute child, and I found this character just a little bit too much initially. The whole film is based around a car journey. It's in and around the car. So in some ways it's very much like a play. It could be staged as a play, this, but it's not claustrophobic. It doesn't feel contained because of the breadth and the width of the scenery that the film is shot within. There is a suggestion, I think, of the contrast between the internal and external of the car and the external of this beautiful, spacious environment. And obviously I think that does have metaphors, deeper metaphors. There's always a sense of a looming threat and a tension between kind of ordinary family life and the fear that something really bad is happening. And there's a lot of comedy in this film and banter, but we always know that something isn't right. And this is kind of typified by the dog, the family dog that is sick and dying. And, you know, clearly this is a metaphor for something. And there's a kind of constant fear that they're being followed. And so within this family environment, we've got this permanent kind of fragility. By the end, I did feel that there was a really nice balance between the four different characters and that, in fact, it works really well. And I grew to really like the child. I think he's 8, the actor that did this, and it is an amazing performance. It reminded me a little bit of the film Life is Beautiful, where something really traumatic is occurring, but the film is made with humour and even joy, kind of making light of the situation, even though we're always aware of the underlying threat. The story is really ambiguous. We learn that the older son is fleeing the country and that the family has sacrificed everything, and by the end, we don't know the whole story. We're just drip-fed certain facts which suggest certain things that may have happened, but nothing is certain. And I kind of like this. Nothing is obvious in the film, and it's all quite understated. I think we're given enough, but nothing is really resolved. Along the way, we have interesting discussions. There's a big discussion about Lance Armstrong being a cheat. There's a discussion about 2001: A Space Odyssey. There's a great discussion about the Batmobile and Batman. And there's elements of magic realism in this film and the fourth wall being broken. And, you know, I think I just said that it's understated. And when you make that list of things, it's hard to believe that those discussions could be in a film that remains kind of understated and very subtly made. But this is where this film is really successful. I really like the soundtrack. There's this recurring classical music that occurs, which reminded me very much of Bresson, A Man Escaped, where we keep having this same bit of classical music playing, and it's a really nice device, I think, for giving you this sense of a story developing. And so I liked that. And then there's some joyful songs. This family sings. They sing in the car. And so it many times it is kind of fun, but always with this element of tragedy under the surface. The scenery in this film is incredible. And there's a universality to it. I thought that I've never been to Iran, but some of the scenes didn't necessarily look like what you would think Iran would look like. When they were up in the mountains, it very much looked like the mountains of North Wales with the sheep. And so the scenery in this film is a real part of the film, and it is really important. As I said, It gives the film space and an openness that means that we're not claustrophobic, because so much of the film is in the car. And I was absolutely blown over by the width of some of the scenes. There is one scene where the brother is taken away. They're up in the mountains and the brother's taken away on the back of a motorbike. And we have, the screen is almost split into three. So it's set in this incredible mountain environment. We've got the boy on the young boy on the right. We've got the two parents in the middle, slightly split with a space in between them. And on the left, we've got the brother being taken by the bike. And this incredible environment with trees and mountains. And I just found, I can't remember a shot that I've seen in a film that makes the screen feel so wide. It was, there's something beautiful about that, the way it was shot. It was really extraordinary. So I was really impressed with that. So overall, the story does unfold quite slowly, so it did require a little bit of patience, but in the end it becomes totally engaging, and I actually would look forward to watching it a second time, so I do recommend this film. Next, I'm reviewing the film The Box, directed by Lorenzo Vigas. See you next time.